Over the last 12 months, I've worked very closely with Droplet Computing and Oxford University's IT department at Manor Road IT, looking at ways in which we can simplify how they deliver applications across the campus and across a wide range of operating systems, safely, securely, and cost effectively. First of all, we sat down with the university to understand exactly what the challenges were within the university and what the pain points were that we felt that Droplet could actually help them with. Very quickly we came to the conclusion that Droplet would be a good fit, and the best way forward was to offer them a proof of concept. Let them test Droplet Computing against the objectives that we're trying to overcome in their own environment. So let's look at what those objectives were and how Droplet Computing helped them. Let's start with the operating system. In the last 20 years, we saw XP go end of life, Windows 7 go end of life, and Windows 10 be introduced. With each of these different operating systems migrating comes challenges, and it's not unfamiliar that compatibility in particular is a key concern for IT departments. And in the university space, it's not unfamiliar for certain departments to be running applications that don't just date back to the noughties, but there's some out there that were developed in the 90s. And a common issue in the university space is how do we run those applications and plugins that are not supported on Windows 10. On top of that, we look at the introduction of choose your own device and bring your own device to the market in the last 10-15 years. That brings a whole new set of challenges for the IT department, in particular in the university space, a big rise in the number of MacBooks. So not only are the IT department challenged with the migration issues of Windows and the compatibility issues of legacy apps, they're now having to address and challenge the peer pressure of delivering apps to non-Windows devices. Now, the BYOD and CYOD introduction was great if you're a student, not so good if you work in IT. So what were the key challenges of delivering apps to this type of scenario, and how do we feel Droplet could simplify this for the IT department? I split up the challenges to three key areas that we felt Droplet would add value. Droplet could help with the compatibility issue irrespective of what the operating system was. It could also help with the security aspect, whether it be a non-supported plugin or patching and updates to the endpoint device. And ultimately, we felt that Droplet would save the IT department time, money, and resource in how they currently deliver applications across the campus. So let's look at how Droplet actually achieved this. Let's go back to the operating system scenario and look at the actual solution, Droplet Computing. By offering Oxford University a free proof of concept, it enabled the university to install the container directly straight right onto the endpoint device. Now again, I must emphasize the container is not any form of virtualization. There is no requirement for back-end infrastructure or additional virtualization licenses. It's installed natively and directly onto the operating system. And as I highlighted, it's a container, it's a sandbox container, which is secure and can't be penetrated outside of the container. And there's a full NCC report that was done on a pen test, which is available. Should you want to see it, please reach out to me. More than happy to share it with you. So what did this mean to the university? Now, through Droplet Computing, they can safely and securely deliver applications, modern and legacy, across Windows and Mac OS, knowing that they can send patches and updates to the Windows device without impacting anything that's inside the container. A huge advantage to the security aspect and simplification of the application delivery without the need for any backend infrastructure. Now, on top of this, Droplet also supports other non-Windows OSs, Ubuntu and Red Hat. And again, just to summarise, this allows the university, through one single product, Droplet Computing, simplify the application delivery across a wider range of operating systems safely and securely, and ultimately saving the university time and money on how to do this. And that's the reason why Oxford University, on the back of a proof of concept, have decided to purchase the product. If you have an application you'd like to test in a Droplet environment, please feel reach out to me. I'll happy to set you up with a proof of concept. And if you have any questions around how Droplet computing does what it does, then I'll be more than happy to answer them for you as well. Hopefully you found the video useful and beneficial, and if you did, please hit the like button. Thanks very much for watching.